Right. Evaluate the sine and the cosine and the tangent using the unit circle for these angles. Okay, so 7 pi over 6. If I was looking at the unit circle, how would I find the sine and the cosine? It's the x and the y, right? So find 7 pi over 6, right there. And there's the x and the y, which is the cosine and which is the sine. X is cosine, y is the sine. So let's write that down. So we know the point that we're dealing with here is negative square root of 3 over 2, negative 1/2. So the sine, this is the sine, this is the cosine, and then how do we find the tangent? Sine over cosine. So divide these two. Negative 1/2 divided by negative square root of 3 over 2, which is negative 1/2 times negative 2 over the square root of 3. Right? Flip and multiply. And then cancel the 2's. Negative times negative makes positive, so that is 1 over the square root of 3. Right? But then we wouldn't leave it with a square root of 3 in the denominator. What will that look like rationalized? Square root of 3 over 3. Right? Okay, how about this one? Right? Negative 120 degrees. It's not really an angle that you're going to see on the circle here. Right? If you wanted to find, what if you wanted to find an angle measure in degrees, which is on the circle? Negative 120 is not. How could you find a coterminal angle that is between 0 and 360? You could add 360 and do it that way. Or you could just take the 120 and go in the negative direction. Right? 120 positive is where? Right there. Right? That's at 2 pi over 3. So where would be negative 120 degrees? Right there. Straight down, right? So this would be negative 90, go another 30, negative 120 degrees. So we're dealing with that point right there. So now our point is negative 1/2, negative square root of 3 over 2. And again, this is the cosine, this is the sine, and the tangent should be this divided by this, which is negative square root of 3 over 2 divided by negative 1/2. Come on, don't. Which is negative square root of 3 over 2 times negative 2 over 1. Cancel, cancel. Negatives cancel. Square root of 3.